Every course in Canvas has the same basic bones. Regardless the discipline, even if the content inside is completely different from one class to the next, and that is by design. We want to make sure that each time a student enters a new course, they're not needing to relearn the navigation. And this is how your course-assigned instructional designer builds and organizes that content for you. But knowing your way around is what makes the rest of the semester feel easy and familiar instead of confusing. Now we've talked about how you enter your courses from the dashboard, and we've talked about the global navigation menu all the way here on the left. But once you're inside of your course, this menu here, between the global navigation menu and the main content area, is called your course navigation. It's specific to whatever course you're currently in. You'll typically see items like home, announcements, modules, grades, discussions, assignments, quizzes, and people, though the exact list can vary depending on your school's template or if there are additional publisher features that you're using in your specific course, and how your instructional designer has set up your particular courses. But again, there's always a familiar feel and a standard order to things. One thing worth understanding conceptually, some of these links may look like they have an icon next to them, like a slashed I. Don't worry, it's just Canvas letting you know that the link is currently invisible to your students. It either means the tool is disabled by your school's template, or it's currently empty. Now, empty means, like for instance, if you haven't actually published any announcements, it will show this link as invisible because Canvas doesn't show students any link or menu option that currently doesn't have any contact. But as soon as you add an announcement or that announcement has finally been published, the invisible icon will no longer be present, so it will let you know that the students can now see that link. And speaking of how students see their course, here's a feature I want you to know about right away because it solves a worry almost every instructor has at some point. Is this actually showing up the way I think it is for my students? Canvas gives you a student view button right at the top right of your screen. Look for the little glasses icon that drops you into the exact experience a student would have. Same navigation, same content, same everything, minus your instructor-only tools. If a student tells you they can't find something or something looks off, this is the very first place to check. And using this feature, you can also walk through the course, not only seeing it, but engaging with it like through a quiz to see if it's deploying accurately as well. That's the student view. And of course, you'll just have to exit out of that once you're done to get back to your instructor tools. Something I also want to show you here within the course navigation is the modules link. Now, if you click the modules link, this module view gives you and the students a very linear view of the course. The reason we don't keep this as the home page is because, once you finish Unit 1 or Unit 2, and if you have to scroll down every single time, it's not as conducive as the graphic user interface, that menu that we have with all of the images. But everyone has the access to the modules to see it this way. And another feature within the modules view is, as an instructor, you get to see any instructor notes that have been provided to you by your instructional designer that gives you kind of a back channel of notes and information of the course, but it's hidden so that students can't see it and it's only available to your view. So that's within the module view and how you can look through your course as it's laid out linearly, and then you can see how the student will be progressing through it as a wide overview as opposed to the standard graphic image-based homepage that we have set up as the template. And that's course navigation, the menu specific to whichever course you're teaching and how to check exactly what your students see. All right, next we're going to deal with another feature in the global navigation menu, which is your account, notifications, and profile images.